What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review and demonstration over Bells by Thenatan. As you guys can tell, my guy Thenatan has been on it with the new plugins lately. Basically, Bells is geared up for dark, ambient, trap, drill type styles. But obviously you can use it in whatever. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. But let's go ahead and get right into this review. Some, hit the key. All right, guys. So when you open up the plugin, it's going to look like this. It looks very similar to Brass. It has the same engine. So you have 4 different layers down here. You have your different samples right here, so you can control how much of each sample that you're using. You have your attack, your release, you have width, you have color, and you have gain. Then you also have some more controls. You have a few different controls. So you have zapper and vibrato, which give it a nice little feel. If you come over here, you can go to your transpose, your pitch bend, your mod wheel, your glide, and your velocity as well. Then if you hit this right here, you can change each individual layer. So with each layer, you can add reverse. So you can reverse the sample on each layer. It also has gain, pan, tuning, and then you have your cutoffs down here for your EQ. And then if you push this button right here, it takes you to your effects. So you have a drive right here, your distortion, you got delay, you got reverb, you got a panner, you got your bit crusher, you have EQ right here, an iHeart New York style compressor, and then you have your filter cutoff right there for your global filter cutoff. If you push this cog right here, it's going to take you to the information. So you will have to import your key, or basically you'll just copy and paste your serial code right here. And if you ever need to contact Thenatan and tell them, hey, good job, or there's an issue, you can do that right here as well. I made a little sample beat as always. I only use bells for all the melodic sounds in the beat. So I use some of the weirder sounding bells because there's all kinds of different stuff. There's all kinds of cool different sounding stuff, from bells to just distorted sounds to just different stuff. So this plugin is good for more than just short bell hits. It's good for like chords and all that stuff as well. But beat's not all the way mixed down as always, but let's go. So that's the sample little beat that I put together for you guys today. Let's go ahead and hop back into Bells and check it out. So again, when you open it up, the GUI is going to look like this. The initial sound for Bells sounds like this. Shout out to my guys over at Patent Sounds for all the MIDIs that I'm using for this part of the demonstration. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this XY axis all around so that you can hear what just moving this XY axis around does and how it gives the bells just a completely different sound. And you'll understand what I mean when I'm saying it's like you get more presets, because this is all just one preset. So I'm just going to push play and I'm going to move this around a little bit. So as you guys can see right there, I just moved it around in like 10 spots, 9, 10 spots, and all the sounds sounded completely different. So again, that's what makes this plugin so nice, is that it's not just one little plugin. It's just so much. You can do so much with this plugin. So let's go ahead and check out some more of the presets. And what I'm going to do is that same thing. I'm going to go to another preset and I'm going to move it around so that you guys can hear what it sounds like in these different presets. So here we go with this Arabic Night, Arabic on right. All right, so you hear how that's the starting preset. Now, once we start moving it around, we can get it to be fire. So and if you have headphones on, you can hear how it's panning in reverse on this speaker over here on my left side. Dope, just dope. But we'll go ahead and keep moving it around on the same preset a little more. So again, you just get so many sounds. I'm going to say that a lot in this demonstration because it's the truth. You get so many sounds with this. Back to the jungle. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and hop under the hood for just a second. The reason I want to hop under the hood is because what I love about this is that you see how you can pan different layers to different sides. So let's go ahead and put everything down the middle for just 1 second. But again, you can get the messing around underneath the hood and changing so much stuff here. I love it. But let's go ahead and check out some more of the presets as well. So boom, let's go ahead and hit this again. And then let's hit this. All right, let's go. So, you know, you can move it all around and just get it to change and sound so different. You gotta love the animation as well. And it's very CPU. It's not CPU intensive at all. You can look up here and see that, even though it's got a bunch of different layers and a bunch of different stuff going, which is pretty solid. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and change patterns real quick. Let's go ahead and go to this pattern and let's go to a different one. So let's go ahead and check out, we'll check out these chimes on acid. The names are pretty funny too. You know what I'm saying? That's something for a different day though. So now what I want to do is I want to hop into some of the effects just so I can kind of let you guys hear what it sounds like with some of the effects on there. So boom, we're going to go ahead and hop into this effects menu, and we're going to turn all the effects off, and we're just going to go through each one of them just so you can kind of get a feel of what they do. So we'll go ahead and start right off with this overdrive one right here. So this is what the sound we're working with right now sounds like. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some of the saturation or overdrive on there and see what it sounds like. And I'm just going to keep going through to the next one. So let's go ahead and mess with some of this delay. That's that super 80s feel right there where everything had that delay on there. Let's go ahead and throw some reverb on there. So with reverb, typically with like room, when you make the box bigger, the room gets bigger, but on this one, it's the opposite way around. So when the box gets smaller, the room gets smaller and the reverb gets bigger. So let's go ahead and check this out. So super dope. You can throw some bit reducer on here. So you'll notice with the EQ, you only get 3 bands as well. So you just get a high, mid, and you get a low, but that's enough to get the job done. Let's check out this iHeart New York compressor. And then you also have your cutoff over here. So let's mess with a little bit of everything real quick. So again, you can add a bunch of flavor to this. So what I want to do is I just want to go through just a few more of the presets because like I said before, you could play with this thing for hours. You could play with this thing for days, just going through different sounds, but you are going to get some cool stuff in here too, kind of some weird stuff. So, you know, you get some stuff like this. So like stuff that you can add for like cinematic fills and stuff like that. You get stuff like this. Right, that's super solid. But you're just gonna get all kinds of different stuff. You're gonna get bells, you're gonna get different kind of like effects, you're gonna get all kinds of different stuff. So let's go ahead and change the pattern one more time. So I can't stress enough, this is a very solid plugin for bells and stuff like that. If you guys have followed this channel for a while, you guys know the instruments that I use the most are pianos, guitars, and bells. That's what I throw on every beat because it's just what I like to have in a beat. And so for me, I feel like this plugin is pretty solid. It is $20 for the intro price. So I would definitely recommend going over to ADSR Sounds or Thenatan and grabbing it because it's not a bad little tool. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. Appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
All right, guys and gals, thanks for watching the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so every time a new video comes out, you can be the first to know. Let me know what tutorials you want to see next in the comments, and see you next time.
Some, hit the key.